This is a tribute, a remembering to my friend, brother, and love, Pedro. Pedro's life story is more of persistence than of easy success. He's the person that never, whenever he wants something, he will never stop until he gets what he wanted. A free spirit that one cannot control in one's limited belief. He wanted to graduate. It was not easy for him. For being an only son, he had to be a mechanic and a welder in order to pay his tuition. Even though he was really tired from dismantling a truck's engine, or was suffering from a sore eyes due to the heat in welding irons, he had still to take a bath so he would not smell inside the classroom full of rich kids in Ado. He did that every day for 4 years. He wanted to be a CPA. Though he did not pass in the first take, he did not stop until he became one. He wanted to be a lawyer. He tried several times. He was so determined to become one that no matter how many discouraged him to take again the bar, he kept on standing up and fight again. Every time he failed. Being a lawyer is not meant for you, or bagsak ka na pod. Did not affect him at all. Failed, stood up, fought again, the next day cycle. This cycle made him very strong in mind and in spirit and in his faith in God. For the reason that Pedro was so persistent and he was molded and brought up by nanay and tatay in the best way, and supported by his family all the way, he became all that he wanted to be. He became the best son, brother, husband, father, friend, and uncle, lolo to all who loved him. The best son before our father died, he was the one who carried him on his back to the hospital. And our father died on his arms. Before his flight to heaven, he had pampered his mother in a very special way. He let her flew wherever she wants to go. She was able to fly to Zamboanga, Cebu, Manila, Davao, whenever she wanted. They had dated every now and then with matching bouquet of flowers and breakfast, dinner, or lunch. The best brother, when he was about 10 years old, he took care of us every day. Since our parents worked the whole day, he was the one who cooked tinapa and onion and tomato. Then he will put the ginisang itinapa on top of the hot rice in one plate. Then all 4 of us siblings will eat from that one plate. After the dinner, he will make a sinisini out from a flashlight and a piece of cloth and some cut out papers. Sometimes we just run inside the house playing mumu or just play a pillow fight. During his high school, even if he was tired from the auto shop, he really took time to cook pancit and prepare kinilaw. Then after eating, he will tell us stories out from the movies. Especially for me, when I lost the shilling tank cause I just left it outside of the Coco Life office in San Pedro. He took time really to comfort me. We had joyride on his motorcycle. No yo-yo. Then before his death, he called me. He said, "I'll book your ticket for Christmas." The depth of his love, his kind of love, made me ask God to take his place. Lord, ako na lang. Please, ayaw lang si Manoy Pedro. The best husband, wherever he may be assigned, may it in Digos or Tagum, he always went home every day just to be with Lilith. When he was assigned in Marikina, he went home every week, for he cannot survive without his family. The best father, even if he's already tired from the day's work, he always made sure that his kids are safe. He sends them or sundo wherever they may be. The best friend, Pedros, the friend who knew when you needed help. He had a detector, that's why he just gave right away, even before one asked. Take note, he never asked for it again, as if the help was written on water. He'd simply forget about it. Even the fish vendor or peanut vendor, they had always that smile on their faces, for Pedro's already bought all of their goods. Also, wherever branch he had been assigned, all were happy, for he's so easy to transact business with. They had jumped for joy. Yeah, Pedro's here. Let's go and visit him. The best uncle and lolo. All the kids in the family always look forward to that Christmas Eve where Pedro would give each one of them their gifts. With or without money, he had made sure that each one would have their gifts. Aside from being a great painter, a tennis champ, and an avid shooter, Pedro is a farmer. All in all, Pedro is really bright. He knew where the real treasure is. He did not make his bank account fat, but he deposited real love to the hearts of each one that he met. Almost most can attest to this, that those who have met him have met an angel. We have known real love. We have experienced that God is really alive because we have met one of his angels, Pedro. Manoy, now I knew that you had suffered in silence. You had carried your heavy load with that sweet smile on your face, with bigote without complaint. For your sake, we will forgive those who bullied you in the office and wherever else. And what Quick said, I wanted to be a good person like Uncle Boy. All of us are inspired and empowered by the best example that you left. We love you and will always love you. Now you can fly. Now you can soar so high above this world where troubles are no more. This love of ours will never die. So let your soul go to heaven on the wings of butterfly. One day we'll meet again in heaven. We will fly like that butterfly.